It's 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock. What's up, guys? We're doing a
He didn't even tell me we were live. But
book club, the book club live stream today for
boom.
this book.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Kerbo. We got your package. Thank you
did.
so much. It was awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was like shocked by the wood, like how much
the amount,
wood.
Yeah. We're definitely going to. I felt the stream felt weird. I don't know. Forget
Gotta
it.
let the wood dry a bit.
No. I'm gonna show it off in the next like wand video I do. So look forward to that.
And thank you for the bookmark. I loved it.
Yeah, that thing is cool. My little keychain.
Yeah. Hello, Ibrahim. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Hello, Buck White. Hello, T. Thanks for the warning. Hello, Volts. Hello, Deshawn. Glad you liked them. So yeah, Stealing Sorcery.
Stealing Sorcery.
This was, not gonna lie, a difficult book for me to get into. Like, I had a lot of trouble finishing this book. First off, I want to know what you guys rated it. So before I tell you my rating and before we go into like a lot of detail, I just want to see if you guys like felt the same way as me, sort of. Feel it out a little bit. Hello, Roger. Just so everyone's aware, I know T already told everyone, but this is a book club live stream. I think I would give it a 3.75 to a 4.5.
4.25.
Oh, my bad. Did anyone else read it? Or is T the only person?
Just us and T. I just finished it today. A couple hours ago.
Excuse me.
I also had like... This is my least favorite out of all of his books that he has written. Definitely didn't care as much. There's parts of it that I really liked. Like the school feel of that, like contest that they were in, basically. That was really cool.
But alright. So one of the biggest issues that I have with the book...
Alright, I wasn't talking.
...was the multiple point of views. So yes, while a school like competition thing would have been cool, I felt there were too many plot lines going around and like too many like conflicting things. Like one story had this school thing and like the contest, and the other part had a murder mystery, and it was like too much in one. And like T said in the book chat thing, like it could have been like multiple books, like realistically, like with everything that was going on with it. And I totally agree. I'm sorry, continue.
I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Trying to listen to you.
All the contests were cool. All the assassins part, I didn't really care for it.
Yeah.
I had a very difficult time paying attention or understanding like who was who. Like the fact that Riala had like 2 or 3 names, and like I get really confused when authors use a character's like first name part of the time and then a different name part of the time, and I'm like, well, which name is it? And then I get confused trying to like associate 2 names with one character.
Did you know that What's-Her-Face was the spear guy from the first one? Because I knew it was her.
What?
The whole time. You remember the girl? Talian's friend?
Lydia?
No, the new one. The one that you were like, who is she?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that it was him? It was the one from the first one? The one that fought him in the arena?
No.
You didn't... They told you at the end, though, of this book. Were you not paying attention?
Nah, probably not.
But you remember the one that he fought in the arena? The one with the spear, the magic spear?
No.
Do you remember the first book?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you remember
These books are just not
Do you
my
remember
favorite.
the arena fight? That he went in and had to fight like 5 dudes or 6 dudes in the arena. Okay, remember the one big guy that he had to fight?
Yeah.
That was her.
Nope, I don't remember them saying that.
Oh. Well, they said it at the end of this, but they implied that he was a girl in the first one. And then in this one, they confirmed that it was her. And that's why she was like a character, and they didn't like reveal it until the end. But like the whole time I was wondering like, who is she? And why does she matter? Why do we care? But then at the end, she uses that weapon. She uses the
Spear.
spear thing.
See, there's too much.
No,
I can't
you
keep up
just
with
don't
it.
pay attention. I mean,
Because I guess
that's like a hey, this character is this character. Get it? A character A is character B.
I guess I just
We
don't
were just
care
hiding it from
enough.
you the whole time, and then you're just like, I didn't hear them say that, but they specifically said that. And then she's like, since when did you know? And then he's like, oh, since the wound on your leg or whatever.
Too many names. Yeah, it's confusing, and people know them with another name and all. Velis, Landon. Yeah, Landon had another name apparently. Like
That's fine.
it's
like,
too much.
Landon was Landon the whole time.
Do you think Talon is Elias?
No, I think Talion, you mean? Who's Talon? Is
I
Talon
said
a
it
different
wrong.
person?
No.
Okay. I think Talion is Karis.
Yeah,
That's my theory.
The last like half hour was him telling me
I'm like, I think
why he thinks he's Karis.
I
I'm
think
like,
he's Karis. That's my prediction.
I do have his Dark Materials, and I plan on reading it someday.
What does that mean?
It's the Golden Compass book series.
That was by Andrew Rowe?
No, but someone's saying we should read it.
Oh.
You think he's my baby Karis?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in his defense, like not defense, but he thinks this mostly because he started reading Six Sacred Swords already.
Dude, Six Sacred Swords is so good. Speaking of which, that's what we're reading for a month from now. That's the next book. It's so good. I'm at like one chapter in. It's like, I'm like, oh my God. His writing has definitely matured over the span of all of this.
I can't wait.
It's so good. You're going to love it. T, you're going to love it. It's the best. It's not the best, but it's really good so far. And I'm like a chapter in, and I'm like, he's Talion. This is him. Everything is pointing to Talion. Do we have that book, Six Sacred Swords?
Yeah, it's right here.
Do we have?
So, his reasoning and the things that he's telling me why he thinks he's Talon actually really do make sense.
Yep.
Like, quite a bit.
Say that weird.
I can't.
I know. You got the braces.
Like, on the top right here, it's not like connecting properly, and I feel like I constantly.
I don't know why I'm doing this too.
Anyway, I can't wait. I know I will. Maybe that's why we have a Sacred Swords Karis. I mean, so if you look at this is totally the Seikes.
Look at it. Look at the Seikes. And if you don't believe me, look at it right there. It's the same thing, and the character looks the same.
Except he looks like an elf.
He looks more elvish, yeah. His ears even look pointy, but we can't see his ears here. If they're not the same...
This book is not like Lord of the Rings, but honestly...
Lord of the Rings is weird because it's like very low magic, I feel like.
I feel like these books are decent books. Like, not this one. The first two in the Broken Mirror series.
Oh, because you haven't read this one. This is a good book.
Like, the other two... These two are decent books. However, I feel like, yes, you should read them because they really do, like, enhance the story in sufficiently advanced magic. However, I wish we had read these first. Because now I feel like it's spoiled for us. Because, like, we got his better writing. And now we're going, like, backwards in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think he's matured with his writing. And I feel like this Six Sacred Swords is going to be... really good. Also, the way that this one... We're talking about a different book. We're not even actually talking... T and us are not even talking about the book that we read. We're talking about the book that we're going to read.
Yeah.
But anyway, the way it starts is like right where Shoulders of Titans... Is that what it was called?
Yes.
Shoulders... Yes. Left off. So they're like on the train, and then they're like, hey, Karis, you should tell us your story. And then he starts telling the story, and that's this book. So it's him telling the story to Corin and the gang.
That's a sweet sword. I really love Talion. I read the name 200,000 times, and I'm not sure how to write it.
Do you guys notice that he says sufficiently a lot in his writing?
A lot.
Like, even in these books, he said it a lot in these books as well.
I felt bad for him because everyone's always saying he does bad things.
What I want to know is who these two are. Oh, that's the mirror, obviously, guy.
Jonin, which I agree with T. I thought Jonin or Jonin was like 50.
But who
like,
is the girl?
I thought he was older.
Is that supposed to be Lydia?
Maybe,
Lydia?
Riala?
Oh, yeah, the one that...
With the purple eyes?
Yeah,
Her eyes don't look purple.
They don't look purple there.
I'm so excited. I've been wanting this for months. He says irritating a lot too. I didn't notice that.
No, thanks a lot for ruining that for me. Now I'm gonna hear it every time.
What do you mean they're always saying he does bad things?
So if you guys remember, there's one thing about the end of this book that I want you guys to remember when you start reading the next one is they mentioned that for some reason Talion couldn't hold the shield or the protection sorcery that they were putting on him. It would just burn away. Mm-hmm. Keep that in mind when you start reading Six Sacred Swords. Also, the fact that he was able to cut, like even with the fake Seikest, he was able to cut through whatever that combat that he had with during the test where they gave him the fake sword. He was still able to like pull out the main power of the Seikest out of that other fake sword. So like keep that in mind, and then you'll make the connections right at the beginning with Karis. I'm telling you, I believe they haven't said it, but I believe Karis is in some way. It's either him or they share the same abilities, or they know each other, or he's his descendant. Because I don't know the time frame in this. I don't know if this is before or after or what it is.
This series is like a prequel series to the next one, so it comes like before.
Does anybody know this? Did they state it anywhere? And by anybody, I mean T.
Talion always gets bad comments for what he did. Did he? I don't remember. To be honest, Wee Wee's here and she's like talking a lot, which is weird. Wee Wee. Wee Wee.
Okay, Meek.
Lydia says in the first book that Talion reminded him of Karis. Yeah,
I
that's
know.
what he said.
That's the thing, and I got super excited about that. But like that's the weird thing. Are they related? I know that they don't. T, do you know Karis's last name? Do you remember what it is? Oh wait,
it's in here.
Oh wait, the 30 seconds.
Solarian. And his name is Solaris.
Yeah, that's when I heard Solaris, I was like, oh man, he's related to Karis, and then I looked up Karis's last name, and I was like, so close. She
lost memories though. Lydia did.
Oh yeah, because whenever she uses her mind sorcery, like she taps into it a lot.
I think that's interesting in this magic. I don't remember if they talk about that in Sufficiently Advanced Magic, but like, for instance, the seeing sorcery where like he loses his eyesight the more he taps into it. And I feel like there's got to be like a permanent ramification for
you
like.
Had it right.
I don't know. I thought I said permanent wrong. Am I talking?
You thought you said permanent wrong,
yeah.
Not ramification, which is a way harder word.
I don't understand how the worlds can be connected yet. I mean, if you think about it, like. So in Sufficiently Advanced Magic, Karis talks about like where he came from and how things are different. So I think like they are.
It's a different continent. It's a different continent.
Yeah,
that's as far as we know. It's a different land. It's far away. As far as we know, there's no just like easy way to just get across. So.
Yeah.
And I also like the beginning of this book. I don't know if Karis has been here for a long time, trying to get her to help him, the goddess, because that's his whole goal, right? He's trying to get her to help him with something. He's trying to contact the goddess. He wants to talk to the goddess, and that's when we first meet him. Man, Karis is so cool.
And I like how he randomly met the guy that he was looking for. I can't remember his name now, but like the guy with the broken down carriage, and they're like, oh, this is super stereotypical. Like,
oh, you mean
he thought it was a test or part of the test?
We're talking about Karis, Mick, and then you just said
oh, my bad. Talion. Well, they're Karis, right?
Yeah, right. They're the same person.
Eric Tarin, yes. So like he meets him and he's like, hey, come see me in this mountain and I'll teach you stuff. And I'm thinking like, oh, this would be a cool twist if like he got kicked out of the school and he went to go like train under Eric, but then that didn't happen.
And what about the fact that like Theus and Derek's like last name? What's his last name?
I don't
There's
know.
Theus, and what was the other last name? The longer one is like a 2-syllable one. 3 maybe. T knows. Because there's all those characters in Sufficiently Advanced Magic that have those last names, like the Theus siblings. And Derek, whatever his name was, is the same last name as the other person that was like the one that was murdered or whatever.
I'm getting stuff ruined for me.
Why are you looking through this? What the fuck? What did you get ruined?
Character names. Don't look at that.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to remember the name, but I can't. Let me see this.
Did anybody pick up on me? Like, just no?
What?
Did you not pick up on me doing that? Okay, T will tell us.
What?
T will. You just watch. I like stopped it right at the end, but I didn't fully stop it. It was like
Elias Dianus. So Dianus was a huge last name. Theus, Tetherial.
The person that was killed was a theist, right?
Yes.
All right, and now what about the person that was gonna train her? No, the other family that like was against them.
Dianus.
Hartigan.
Oh, Derek Hartigan.
Isn't Hartigan one of the people in the thing?
Read the comments. Oh, I'm trying to remember the name, but I don't. My book isn't near me, and then she said Hartigan. Busted cussing 2 times. Did we swear?
I think that's what I was asking. I was like, you didn't catch me saying it.
You
I
did.
think I said it twice.
What did you say?
The F word.
Oh man, you F-bombed?
Because I was like, what the?
See, in real life, he swears so much that I don't catch it sometimes.
And in real life, those are my emotions.
Angry all the time.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Don't think he realized the first one.
I didn't. I caught the second one.
See, T said I didn't catch you swear. I was trying to find the name. I think Kristen's the one that usually catches your swear.
Oh yeah. And what kind of pants I'm wearing. This is the weirdest thing. I guess Kristen didn't read this.
I don't know. She's been really busy.
Oh yeah, working.
So yeah, I feel like this book just had way too many names, way too many multiple names of
But
characters.
here's the thing though. I feel like this book is gonna make these
All right,
two
we're talking
books
about this book.
better. No, I'm saying like look forward to this because now we've made it through.
I didn't realize how much longer this book was than the first one. It is significantly longer.
Not sufficiently.
Uh-uh.
It's about 50% longer, at least based on pages.
But anyway, I feel like there was too much going on. Like, you had 3 groups of characters, essentially. I felt like there were entirely too many points of view. Like, I didn't really care about reading through all of these characters' point of view. I thought it was kind of cool. Even though we knew that Riala was the one with the kids that, what's-his-face, Jonan came across, like, with the kids with their eyes all messed up. Like, they reiterated that in this book.
I wasn't a big fan of that whole arc. Like, that whole story arc. Like, the murder thing.
It was confusing.
The murder, I just, like, didn't care. I felt like it didn't...
And who did it? I
didn't
don't even remember.
I feel like it didn't affect anything.
I feel like this book, unfortunately for me, was very, like, unmemorable. Like, I'm going to forget a lot. I already have forgotten a lot. It's not good.
I definitely...
I think the next book of the Broken Mirrors will be good, though. It's out in paperback. Yeah, I checked that today, but they don't have it in audio yet. I just want that sword. For some reason, I don't care about Jonan as much as the first book. It's a father who paid the student paladin to do it. Yeah, that whole thing was just like... What? Like, I don't really care, I guess. This is going to be a series. It's called Weapons and Wielders. 1.
What? Word. It just sucks, though, because it's going to be like one of those things that it just takes longer to get the other books. Because he's going to be writing this now, and then he's going to jump over to the other one.
It's totally what Brandon Sanderson does, though.
Yeah, but Brandon Sanderson has been doing it for a while. So it's like, it makes sense. Because I don't have to wait, because there's so many other things to read.
So what else do you have to say about this book? I think, honestly, I hate it, but I think I'm only giving it, like, a 3. Like, I wanted to like it more. I had a super hard time getting into it. But, I mean, it did have some good parts. But even the ending wasn't that epic to me. I was like, yay, they all pass. Who would have known? And then I feel like they should have made a bigger deal out of that whole, like, last test getting effed up. I feel like they should have put him through a different test, or they should have talked about that situation and like how it impacted like their final scores for this whole like paladin test, like to me it was so weird that it just like ended and they never like really talked about it again. Andrew Rowe does it all by himself though. I love too much stuff to go for a 3. Talion isn't happy with where they're sending him. Where are they sending him?
Like the division that he got placed into.
Oh.
I felt like that didn't matter, so I didn't pay attention. What's her face went to go train with
Lydia? Not
with
Lydia.
the wizard, with the old wizard. Lydia.
Yeah.
That's correct.
The kind of paladin that he is. Yeah, see, I didn't really pay attention.
So I mean,
I just felt like I didn't care
he
about
has
so much.
some sort of connection to Karis. He has to, because that is literally the sword. It has 7 runes on the sword. It has the same feathery winged thing.
I thought it was like, I mean,
he talks about when he unleashes it that it like kills things.
I feel like if this was a prequel series, it would make sense because like Karis seems so overpowered compared to like all the other people in this area. So I feel like maybe he's older and he's had like a lot more training, and like he just knows his magic better than these kids do.
Well, I mean they're also kids, right?
Yeah, but
it's like Naruto and like Kakashi.
Some sort of connection. That gives a lot of info with only the cover. He's supposed to be a demigod. Yeah, and someone calls him a demigod.
Wait, he's not supposed to be Who is?
Talion.
Oh, Talion. Okay. Well, he may be, right? We don't know.
I thought it was interesting how Eric basically told him though that the Say test was broken or like it's not working properly.
No. He didn't. He didn't say it was broken.
He said something along those lines.
No, he said, "Oh, it's not supposed to do that." But again, I'm telling you, it's Talion is the one that has the power. Talion is the one that's taking away the power from it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which book is that?
The one we just read.
No. So, what I think it is that just like how Talion absorbs the shield thing or eats away at it or whatever because of the sorcery that he uses, I think that's part of that.
The Oracle said that Talion is in someone else's place or something like that. Oh, yeah.
What? Oh.
Maybe Karis and Talion are connected without being the same person.
They sure look the same.
Asphodel.
What are we doing now? Like, we're just going to read a book?
That part. Talk about it.
About what?
This
I think
book.
that Karis is in some way related, if not the same person. That's the only thing I got. And that's my favorite part about the book.
What did you think of the Wandering War?
The fact that he was like a demon?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
That was cool.
I like the way he talked in the audiobook. That was fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
Doom, 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 doom. It was before that. It's gonna take me forever to find this. Maybe.
Then don't look for it. This is super boring.
Anyway. Maybe. Okay. Anyway. The Raven Boy will go back on the TBR. 6 Sacred Swords it is. So much stuff in that book, it's hard to remember everything. Yeah. Wait, are you reading, you are reading the Mistborn with us, right, T? So essentially, let me get my calendar out. Dang it. So on September 29th...
Do you have it here? It's that one, Meek.
No. Is this it?
What are you looking for?
Shadows of Self.
It's right there.
That is not Shadows of Self.
Then you don't have it here. Then you don't have it here.
Yes, I do.
Why do you have that one here?
Because I'm going over the next books.
That's not the next book, though. We only have two
Shadows
next books.
of Self is September 29th.
So you're going to go over 3 books.
Yeah, why not?
We
Just let
never go
people
over 3
know.
books. It's not a normal thing.
And then October 13th is 6 Sacred Swords. And then October 27th is going to be The Bands of Mourning, the last book in that series. And yeah, she said she's reading Shadows of Self and she's bored. You're not looking forward to it either.
I'm not.
Which means he's going to wait until the Sunday of and listen to it all at like 4 times speed.
No, I'm not. Why do you say that?
I'm just messing with you.
Well, I didn't like it.
Alright. It sucks, but I don't really have much more to talk about. I just thought it was an okay
Well, there's
book.
only one person here that to talk to us, so, you know.
I don't know. Anything else notable that you thought of, T? And she liked it a lot better than I did. What did you rate it?
I don't know, like a 3.
Same. Maybe when we get to first in a series, other people will join. You don't have to be a reader, be an audiobook reader.
I don't physically read them.
Mm-mm.
I only listen to them. You can use our code down below to get 2 free books on Audible and try it out.
If you don't like it, you do have to remember to cancel, though.
Read this book and see what you think. And if you like it, then Sufficiently Advanced Magic would be next.
You don't feel like that's going a bit backwards?
No, because it doesn't really explain anything. It just
Dude, that
explains.
lady's hair is awesome.
It just explains. You should definitely do that. Check it out. Go click on that link in the description and get Audible. It's free. Just remember to cancel. You get 2 free books.
That's what I said. You're going to get spoiled, but...
I don't think so. Just read this and then come back next month and then, next month and then talk to us about it. You'll like it. Just listen to it. It's amazing. The audiobook guy's really good. I don't know his name. I gotta figure out his name.
Podell.
Because he's good. I like him.
Nick Podell.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Read the memo in Sacred Swords. Is it the beginning? They do have them on Amazon.
Well, if you use Audible, it's Amazon. Amazon owns Audible, so there's a link, like I said, down below, and you can get it on there. Just download it on your phone or your tablet or your computer or whatever, and you could just listen to it.
She said the memo says you will spoil Broken Mirror series.
Oh, who cares? I feel like you shouldn't read it.
Wow.
I feel like it's not a big deal. Like I wouldn't want to reread them.
Mm-mm.
So.
I don't think I'll ever reread those. I don't know. I think he's a good author and everything, but just I can't, like, he's not my favorite. And that's it.
Thanks for watching. Say bye, Meek.
Bye, Meek.
Bye.